The DPC invitation is DVA's new, simpler way of contracting with day procedure centres across Australia. Day procedure centres, or DPCs, are any facility that has been declared a private same-day hospital. DVA currently contracts a large number of DPCs across Australia to provide eligible members of the veteran community with access to quality healthcare and support services. These contracts expire on September 30th, 2017. DPCs wishing to provide services to the veteran community from October 1st onwards should submit a response to the invitation. The DPC invitation is similar to the requests for tender, or RFTs, that DVA has used in the past, but the amount of red tape has been reduced. This makes it easier for the maximum number of providers to offer veterans wide access to health services. The key differences between the DPC invitation and an RFT are there is no formal tender process. The application only requires eligible providers to complete their facilities details and fee tables. The DPC agreement does not have to be renewed at set intervals. It continues with annual indexation until either party chooses to exit or DVA publishes a revised agreement. Providers can exit and re-enter the agreement, and new providers can apply to contract at any time. Of course, this is all subject to providers agreeing to the terms and conditions and the negotiation of fees. But it is a simpler and more efficient system than an RFT. The new arrangements provide benefits for providers who can now avoid devoting valuable resources to preparing tenders. Resubmit incorrect paperwork after the close date. Contract with DVA at any time rather than during fixed tender periods. To reduce red tape, a standard contract applies. DVA will still assess, review and negotiate fees to ensure value for money. Claiming and payment arrangements stay the same, and there is a clearer focus on reporting and compliance with quality requirements. The new agreement aligns with changes made in the wider private hospital industry. MBS-based packages have been consolidated, and multiple procedure packages and special theatre band rates have been discontinued. The prosthesis handling charge will be discontinued as the Department of Health prosthesis list item price already contains a component for handling costs. You should examine the fee tables carefully and list a price for every service you supply. If you'd like DVA to consider payments for other services that are not listed, you can list and describe the nature of the services in your invitation response. The DPC service agreement includes 2 new quality benchmarks in the interests of driving better care for veterans. Sentinel events and preventable unplanned readmissions are priority areas for DVA. If either occur, DVA may reclaim all or part of the payment made to the DPC for the procedure. If DVA considers reclaiming a payment, we will have a conversation with the DPC to understand the circumstances before making a decision. More information about these 2 quality initiatives is in the DPC invitation. DPCs contracted by DVA must be accredited under the Australian Health Services Safety and Quality Accreditation Scheme. You only need to include the date of your accreditation in your response, but DVA can request documentary evidence at any time and requires annual reports. The terms and conditions of the new DPC services agreement are not negotiable, but will be reviewed regularly. Any amendments will be made with at least 3 months' notice and advertised widely through email and the DVA and AusTender websites. For information on eligibility and submitting responses to the DPC invitation, please watch our second video.